Hey, how's it going, Jake?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Cole Albertson.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Alrighty. Here's one of my business cards, just in case after this meeting you have any questions.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Well, hey, actually, here's one of mine as well.
Oh, very convenient. Do you mind if I take any notes down today?
Oh, not at all, dude. Go ahead.
Alrighty, let me get my folder. Alrighty. How was your weekend?
Going pretty well. Just been a little busy and everything, but I've got a little bit of a break
Nice.
after this little proposal. So,
What are you gonna do?
probably go to the gym. Nothing really planned other than that.
Nice. So what is your current position in Liberty Mutual?
So I'm actually a sales manager.
Nice.
Yeah, I oversee just roughly about 100 individuals right now.
So as a sales manager, are you the sole decision maker in adopting a new CRM, or is there somebody else that's going to be meeting with us today? Or
Well, no one else is going to meet with us here today, but I am going to relay like everything about this meeting and everything to just a couple other individuals in upper management, and we're going to make a decision from there. So
nice. What is the current size of the company?
Well, overall size, roughly 50,000 employees.
Nice. That is
Yeah, but locally, I mean, where we are going to propose this new system, if we do decide to get one, it'll be roughly about, I want to say, anywhere between low hundreds to 150 people that'll be utilizing it. So.
Right. So of those 50,000, how many employees do you manage?
Well, so I'm managing like roughly 100 to like 120 or so.
That's a good chunk. So in the near future, do you see Liberty Mutual expanding or hoping for expansion, or do you see them remaining at that size?
Definitely. I mean, our goal overall is to obviously expand, meet new clients, make and shake hands with new customers and everything. But like as of right now, we're just making a slow growth with just our new movement here and everything. But yeah, there's definitely a hope for expansion in the future.
So with that being said, how many clients do y'all currently have?
Client-wise, oh, that's a good question. I can't think the numbers right off the top of my head, but
Well, so based off how many you have right now, how many do you wish to have? Do y'all wish to grow in clients double, or do you wish to stay around the same amount of policies, or?
Well, hopefully, I mean, if it's possible, obviously as much growth as we can. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, honestly, off the top of my head, I can't really think of like what we're projecting right now. Probably potentially doubling where we're at now in like the next year and a half or so.
So do you think that would be possible with the current CRM y'all have now? What CRM are y'all running right now?
I mean, it's an open source system. It's definitely, it would be possible, I think, but it wouldn't be feasible per se. It wouldn't be easy. There's definitely some confusion here on like our end with just different employees making the same calls over and over to the same individuals, you know.
I see.
So, I mean, there's definitely things lacking with our current system, but I mean, honestly, if anyone tries hard enough, I think they could make things work. It's just having something different would definitely help in the process.
Right. How long have y'all been how long have you been running this CRM?
Oh, this CRM, it's been a handful of years now. Yeah, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 years.
So during those 5 years, what would you say the biggest issue with the CRM that you've had has been? Or your biggest holdup?
Well, as a manager, I'd say one of my biggest, I'll call it almost a pet peeve that I have with it. It's just I can't see anything that's really going on for my employees and whatnot. So it just makes my job a little bit harder. And not only is it making my job harder, but I feel like it's just making other people in the company not as effective as they could be in doing their own jobs. So
Effectiveness.
yeah.
I see that. Oh man. So as a company, and effectiveness being brought about, would you say most of y'all's sales is teamwork or sole mission, or?
Well, so for the most part, the employees do work on their own, but at the same time, even roughly 20% of our sales are getting closed as a team. So just the lack of honestly, just the fact that there's not much visibility for people is just making things harder for people to even complete things, even on like a singular or like team-based level. So
Right. And yeah, that's 20% is 1/5 of sales, so that's a good amount.
yeah.
So what is the flipping the switch? What is the thing you enjoy most about the current CRM?
Well, I'd say one of the biggest benefits of our CRM system is just the fact that most things are in one place. So everything's just, I mean, it's things are fairly laid out, you know, like you can see the people to call, you can see
Right.
when people have been followed up with, you can see when you got to make an appointment, or you've got an appointment coming up, or like when you need to make that follow-up email, you know, you've got things that you do that are beneficial to a company.
Right.
So, I mean, those are definitely some plus sides of it.
So how does as a company, how does the CRM affect y'all's communication as a company? Maybe employees to employees, or beyond just employee to customer?
So like I was just mentioning a minute ago, I'd say, especially with, I mean, communication for employees to other employees is just almost non-existent. Yeah,
That's not good.
No, I'd say one of the biggest things with that communication in particular is just people, like I mentioned, just making the same calls over and over again to even potential leads that we're almost ready to close with us, and then the fact that they're just getting these calls over and over again is just making them almost see us as unprofessional. So,
Right. And as a sales manager, how does that affect your role?
well,
Double calling and all that. I'm sure it doesn't look.
I mean, I definitely get my fair share of complaints. I'll say that much, you know. But yeah, I mean, the double calling, I won't say it affects me per se too much, but definitely I do have other struggles with the system that I do face. So
I see. So back to talking about expansion that Liberty Mutual might hope for in the near future. What are some of the concerns you see with adopting a new CRM to obtain that expansion?
well, I'd say the biggest concern I have in adopting a new system would be just the turnover time that it would actually require to just get people affixed and accustomed to having this new system. You know, like they've been doing things the same way for so long. It is a little scary knowing that things can be different. So
Yeah, and with a more integrated system or cloud-based system, it would take some time for sure for the team to come on board and be adapted, but there are multiple ways about going about that.
yeah, okay.
Would you say accessibility is one of your key goals as accomplishing a new CRM? The accessibility, visibility, or communication? Which one would you say is your key goal?
Well, I'd say as a whole, like the communication,
Communication.
it plays a massive role in just, I'd say almost any company, you know, just
Right.
having that communication is just key to running successful operations.
So as a sales manager, would it help for you to have like with coaching in a sense, would it help you to be able to open a dashboard and see where all your employees are at with their calls and their leads and their sales?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That could be very useful.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I had access to that now.
In your mind, what would an effective turnover time be for adopting a new CRM? Like how long would be too long?
It's hard to say an exact time frame, but the sooner the better. If it could happen overnight, I wish it would, you know.
Hey, that makes two of us. So in summary, to everything that was said today, it's sounding like communication, accessibility, and visibility are the main three concerns.
Yes.
Communication I have down as y'all's key concern. And
Definitely.
basically what I got was upper management's having struggles with communicating with the lower levels, sales employees, and y'all are losing efficiency, losing sales, losing leads.
Yeah.
And that's not what any company wants, so we can handle that. I know Scott got busy today. Do you think he has a time next week that I could actually bring the CRM, introduce it to you, get you familiar with it, and also run it by Scott?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd say Thursday afternoon. I think he said he frees up a little bit around Thursday. So
Yeah.
if you want to do something Thursday, that should work.
Hey, that sounds more than a blessing to me.
All right. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.